So now we need to talk about some way to hold variables. So I showed you dir on str. I'm going to bring your attention to something right here. You might recognize these little square brackets. So there are things called containers, and there's three main containers. You have lists, you have tuples, and you have dictionaries. And they all have different functionalities. They all have different purposes. But I really want to draw your attention to this right here. So now I'm going to show you something that is going to be a little mind-blowing at first. So, like I said, Python doesn't care about things. So this returns, creates, we're going to talk about return really soon, creates a list of methods. So now if I do type on dir on help, so I have two sets of parentheses, now I call this, boom, I get a list. Python completely understands that this returns a list, so it doesn't care what this instruction is. So the first type of container we're going to look at is a list. And what does a list do? It holds stuff. It can hold variables, it can hold information, it can hold other lists, it can hold other containers. So let's just slowly walk through this. So first we're going to make an empty list. Then we still have f and x and name sitting out there, right? So I'm actually going to place all of these variables inside list. So now we need to look at things we can do with a list. Here are our methods. And I love showing append first. So we need to learn how to do this. So we're going to look at now. Also, what did this do? So type list. So dir list. All right, so then I do help. You can either do the variable or the object. So I'm going to do my variable, and I need to know how to use append. So, all right, so I use lappend, and I place an object. It appends the object to the end of the list. So right now I have a list that's empty. So first I want to pass in and add to the end of the list append. So now this is going to be our first example of how to pass information in through a method. So first I want to put in x. Now let's look at list. So I went there. Now I'm going to do append y. All right. Now I put in, okay. I meant to do f, but no, okay. I'm going to put it in there. Append f. All right. It will go to the end of the list. So now I want to put in name. And let's call it one more time. So now I have a list of 4 items here. So this is our introduction to containers. Now we need to learn about what a dictionary is. So now I talked about square brackets. Now let's talk about curly brackets. So now I've created a dictionary, empty dictionary. And we're going to run help on, well, let's first look at the notation. Dictionary, dict. Now, let's run help on boom. Oh, all right, so here is everything I need to know about a dictionary. We can do all kinds of methods. We have keys, and the main feature about a dictionary is a key value pair. It associates information to a key. And we're going to delve more into this. Now, the third container that we need to know about is called a tuple. And it lives inside parentheses. And the biggest thing about a tuple is it has a lot of the same functionality. It's called type on T, tuple. And then I'm going to run help on T. So now, the thing about a tuple is it's a lot like a list. But now let's learn about some new words. Mutable and immutable. Mutable means it can be changed and moved around. Immutable means that is it. So when you create a tuple, those things cannot be moved, where things in a list can be. So I could run some things and move a list around, and we'll delve much, much more into this. But a tuple is fixed. So that's what you need to know. And a dictionary is associated with a key and value pair. And again, we'll delve into this much, much more very, very soon. Just wanted to make you, give you a small little taste. So stay tuned and we'll keep moving. See you next video.